Hi everyone, yasas que kalos sirsate to another episode of Dimitra's Dishes. I have another twist for you, literally. We're making Galaktoboureko twists. These are Greek custard pie phyllo twists that are just so simple to make. They freeze beautifully, so you can make them ahead of time and then just bake them off as you need them. They're very easy to make, like I said before, and they are so delicious. Let me show you how I make them. Okay, we're going to begin by making the custard. So I have 3 cups of whole milk here. This is going to go into my pot with half of the sugar. So there's a total of 1 cup or 200 grams of granulated sugar that's going into the custard. But I'll just add half of it to the pot with the milk in it. This is going to keep the milk from sticking to the bottom of the pan while it's heating. And a little pinch of salt is also going in here. It's going to go on the stove top and cook over medium heat until it's piping hot. In the meantime, we're going to get the egg ingredients ready. So 2 whole eggs and 1 egg yolk are going to go into my little mixing bowl over here. A 1/4 cup or 45 grams of finely ground semolina flour, 1 tablespoon or 8 grams of cornstarch, and we're just going to whisk this all together until it's nice and smooth. Once the milk is piping hot, we're going to slowly add it to the eggs, and this is called tempering, which basically keeps the eggs from scrambling and it's going to make a nice, smooth, silky custard. Pour everything back into the pot, and then I'm also going to add the zest of an orange. If you like lemon, you can add lemon to this instead. This is a pretty big orange, so I'll do about half of the zest of the orange, and if you don't like citrus, just completely leave it out. We'll add vanilla extract also at the end. This is going to cook over medium heat on the stove top just until it comes to a boil. As soon as it comes to a boil, it's going to begin to thicken, so turn the heat off and then add in 2 teaspoons of pure vanilla extract, and that's it. The custard is ready. You should let it cool. It'll be much easier to handle if the custard gets to cool down a little bit, at least until room temperature. So if you want to do that, you can transfer it into a bowl and then let it cool with a little bit of plastic wrap on top to prevent a skin from forming. I didn't have time for that, so I'm using it hot, but it is harder to handle because it starts to melt the phyllo a little bit. So just keep that in mind, and it takes about 10-15 minutes for it to cool down anyway. So to assemble everything, you're going to need phyllo that is at room temperature. Number 4 phyllo is what we're using. That's the phyllo that most supermarkets carry. It's the one that we use to make baklava and spanakopita and all those delicious phyllo recipes. It's sold in the freezer section of the supermarket, so make sure that you refrigerate it overnight. Take it out of your freezer and let it sit in the refrigerator, and then take it out in the morning and let it sit at room temperature so that way it's easier to handle. This brand of phyllo cuts the long phyllo in half, so these are smaller pieces. Most of the other brands give you 1 big roll that's basically double the size as these 2 put together. But so since we're using the smaller pieces today, I'm going to layer 3 of them, 3 sheets of phyllo. Otherwise, you'll probably need 2. 2 would be more than enough, but you can improvise as you go. So I have some melted butter here, 8 ounces or 225 grams of unsalted butter. I'm going to take 1 phyllo sheet at a time and drizzle some butter over it. Stack 2 or 3 together. I started off with 2, and then once I added the hot custard, it wasn't working, so later on I just layered in 1 more phyllo layer. This is so forgiving. This recipe is so easy to do just because the messier the phyllo is, the crunchier it gets and the more beautiful it is. So you really can't mess this up. Drizzle butter over 3 layers of phyllo, and then we're going to scrunch them up, leaving an empty section in the center. And then you could spoon in that custard right along the center, carefully cover it with the phyllo, and then twist it and set it aside. Once you're done making all of your rolls, you can either bake as many as you want off. So if you're not going to be eating these or serving these the same day, form them and then put them on a baking tray, and you could freeze them for a later use, or make as many as you need and then put them in the baking tray, butter the baking tray really well, put the custard spirals into the baking pan, brush them very generously with more butter so they can get golden and crispy, and the butter is just going to flavor them and make them so delicious. My oven is preheated to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. These are going to bake on the center rack for about 40 or 45 minutes. They're going to be crispy and golden all around. Once they come out of the oven, I'm skipping the syrup this time, but if you want to make syrup and make these like traditional Galaktoboureko, syrupy and delicious, I will put that recipe on the blog post so you can check it out there. But instead of syrup, I'm going with lots of confectioner sugar and some cinnamon to keep them a little bit lighter and easier to serve. These are beautiful. They should sit and rest for a little bit, and then they'll be ready to serve with some nice hot coffee. And there you have it. The custard twists are ready. I hope you guys give them a try. You just saw how simple they are to make. I would make a double batch of these and keep them handy in the freezer because they're perfect to have on hand if you have guests that drop in at the last minute and you want to serve something delicious for coffee, or if you're planning a dinner party and you want to make the dessert ahead of time to make life a little bit easier, and we all love that. They're so good, and they're definitely calling my name. So buttery and delicious. I love anything with phyllo and custard, but these are amazing. Crispy, phyllo, buttery. The sweetness from the sugar is just enough. And then that custard is so creamy and good, and you can taste the orange in it. I'm gonna wrap this video up and make some coffee and sit down and enjoy these. I hope you guys give this recipe a try, and if you wanna do the syrup version to keep it more traditional, like the Galaktoboureko, I will definitely add the instructions for that on the website. It's really simple to do. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. I'll see you all next time. Yes, Zest.